Lesson 2, Place Value. In place value, one way that we can learn to separate three-digit numbers is using money. So that's what we're going to learn about today. So let's take the money amount, $243, and look at it as place value. So we've got three numbers here. So let's take a look and chart this into a chart. So here's my chart. So I have 243. So here I have 100. I have 4 $10 bills, and then I have 3 1. So by looking at this, we know that these are the hundreds value because I have two $100 bills. So we would say these are the hundreds. This is the tens because I've got 4 tens, and this is the ones place value. So the money helps us look at place value, and we know we've got the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. So let's just practice this real quick, and let's look and see what does $555 look like. So let's take $555 and let's draw that out. So in my first place, I've got 5. So that means I have $500 bills. So I could say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these are all hundreds. So that is my first column, and I have 5. Next one, it says I've got 555, so that's going to give me another 5 bills. And these 5 bills are going to be each a 10. So 10, so that's 500, 5, and 50. And the last one then are going to be my $1 bills. And shows my place value. I've got 5 of those. So in the end, I have 5 hundreds, I have 5 tens, which equals 50, and I have 5 ones, which equals 5. So I've got my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. So using that, we can then determine a couple of things. So let's do a problem here. Which is less, $555 or $573? So we can look at this and we can determine, well, we already know what $555 looks like. What would $573 look like? Well, kind of referring back to this, I know, well, the hundreds column would look the same. I would have 5, so that's the same as that. Then I look at my tens place, and I go, well, there's 5 of this, and it says there's 7. So let's see what that would look like using our old one. That would mean that there would be 2 more tens to make 7. Go back and say here, 5, 7, and then our last number is 3. So our next one would have actually 2 less of these. And so when I said which one would be less, I would look and go, well, I know that $555 is less than $573 because this one has more in the tens column. So which one is less? I would say that this one is less, $555. Alright, so I'm going to give you a couple of problems for you to do on tonight's homework. So tonight's homework, you are going to tell me which of these, the first one, number 1, you are going to tell me which place value is this digit. So I'm going to give you the number 5, 3, 4, and I want you to tell me what place value is that underlined number. What place value is that? Is it the hundreds, the tens, or the ones? And number 2, I'm going to give you 600, 8, 10, and 3 1. And I want you to write that into standard form. So you're going to use digits to tell me what 600s, 8 tens, and 3 ones looks like. And we will go over this tomorrow.